Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about whether you should use 3ds Max or Rhino. So I have some people asking me about whether they should use 3ds Max or Rhino. So they're kind of like similar software, but obviously today I'm going to be breaking down which one should you use, and my honest recommendation as well, which one you should use, 3ds Max or Rhino. Now obviously both of these software are popular for popular 3D modeling tools, and are widely used in architecture, interior designer, even different industries like gaming, asset, or other stuff. So like I said again, I'm going to be breaking down which one you should use as we are in the architectural visualization. Now, obviously, also based on your workflow, so please stick around until the end, until you'll find out which one I should recommend for. Now, number one is the overview. So 3ds Max is an Autodesk powerhouse, so it's mainly used for visualization, rendering, and animation, and it's also widely used by architects, interior designers, entertainment professionals. Now, all of them love it. It's because it creates really hyper-realistic visuals. So think photorealistic product shots, and even game assets. So it doesn't really restrict to 3D architectural visualization. It can also be used in different industries. Obviously, like I said again, today is going to be focused 3D visualization in architecture. Okay, so that's for 3ds Max. For Rhino or rhinoceros 3D is a NURBS based software, so NURBS based modeling tool. That means it's amazing for precise, mathematically accurate modeling. So industrial designers, jewelry designers, and architects, they use it to create complex forms that really need accuracy. Let's say like furniture, cars, buildings, vegetation, whatever in 3D. So Rhino is very accurate with free-form geometry. Now, so while both of them can technically model and render, so their strength and weaknesses lies in just different areas. So let's talk about strengths, obviously. On first one, strength of 3ds Max. Now, 3ds Max is visualization king. So 3ds Max really shines the spot when it comes to stunning visualization renders, photorealistic renders, hyperrealism. So it can be combined with V-Ray or corner render. So the results are just mind-blowing. That's for number one for the strength. Number two is animation tool. So if you need walkthrough, fly through, or character animation, 3ds Max is far ahead of Rhino. So 3ds Max is the best for animation than Rhino. And then number three is industry standard. So in architecture firm and visualization studios, 3ds Max is often the default choice. So they're widely used in the architecture industry, 3ds Max, because they're kind of most commonly known. I think that's the word, most commonly known. That's it, that's the one. But the downside is it had a steeper learning curve for modeling, but it's also not exactly precise like Rhino when it comes to complex and organic geometry. So that's for 3ds Max. Now, let's switch to Rhino for now. So number three for Rhino. So number one, it has precision modeling. Because it's based in NURBS, Rhino is extremely accurate. Even like when you have small millimeters or inches or feet or something, yeah, completely accurate, like a geek, you know what I mean, like a nerd, complete accurate. So Rhino is completely accurate, and that is why it's popular in the industrial design, architecture as well, jewelry, and product prototyping. Flexibility, Rhino can handle simple 2D drafting to insanely complex 3D services. So it plays really well with other software like Grasshopper. So I've explained about what's grasshopper, but I'm going to repeat again. So grasshopper is kind of like an extra plugin in Rhino where you can kind of like a bit like coding all your stuff, where you create very crazy, amazing, like shapes and all that stuff. It's really add parametric design capabilities. So that's for number 2, strength of Rhino. Number 3 is lightweight and open. So it's less resource heavy than 3ds Max. And it has plugins that expands its capabilities. So you don't really worry about having a high PC specification. The good thing about Rhino is also available for Mac. So that's a good thing. I've seen people, they're using Rhino and they have MacBook Pro or MacBook Air. So that's good for, if you're a Mac user, use Rhino. If you use 3ds Max, then I'm afraid you have to use, I believe there can be, maybe, I don't think so, but maybe you can have a search on that. 3ds Max, I've seen people use 3ds Max within the Mac laptop, but it's mainly used for Windows. So maybe you might have to install a software called Boot Camp in Mac to install Windows in it and then other stuff. But obviously, I'm just giving you a suggestion. Don't take my word for it. So, because I know about this stuff, so please do your own research. Okay, so here's the catch. Rhino's rendering tools are more basic out of the box. If visualization is your goal, then you will probably need a rendering plugin or external plugin, like Enscape, for example. So Rhino is not good for rendering, but 3ds Max is the best. That's my opinion, but obviously you can try it yourself, search it yourself, but I'm just telling you from my own experience. Now, that's for number 3. Now up to number 4. Which one should you choose? Here's my breakdown. So if you're an architect or designer and your main goal is to create stunning presentation, client visuals, and animation, then go with 3ds Max. It's built for that, and once you get comfortable, your render will wow everyone, and you cannot tell the difference between a picture and a photorealistic render. That's how amazing 3ds Max is. Now, if you're in industrial design, jewelry, product design, or architecture with complex geometry, then Rhino is the best fit. I've seen architecture firms just use Rhino. Some architecture firms still use Rhino, so there's an opportunity for you, of course, but please also look at the entry requirements before you kind of like apply for the job. Or please look at if you're an architecture student, maybe first year, second year architecture student of the bachelor, please have a look at the entry requirement of having architecture jobs before you learn the software. That's one of the secrets that I'm telling you just now. Please look at the entry requirements for the job before you learn any software, so you don't waste time learning different softwares. So I hope this makes sense. Now, in Rhino, you'll get precision and flexibility you need, but you can always export your model later for rendering. So you cannot really use a plugin in rendering. Like I said, only Enscape you can do that, but it's not the same quality as 3ds Max. Now, here's the pro tips. So many professionals actually use both. So they'll model in Rhino for precision, and then they export it to 3ds Max. I think is FBX file. And then you can use FBX file in 3ds Max to kind of model or render what you want, the corner render or V-Ray. So you get the best of both worlds. So that's my best tip here. That is what nobody tells you. You can export from Rhino to 3ds Max and then 3ds Max to V-Ray or corner render, something like that. Obviously, they may have some workaround, but if you really, really want top realistic photorealistic renders, then yes, stick to this method I just told you now. Now, my recommendation, that's the thing you're looking for. If you're starting out, ask yourself, do I want to focus more on design and form or on visual and presentation? If design accuracy and experimentation with complex form excite you, then go with Rhino. If you want to create jaw-dropping realistic visualization like renders, animation is your passion, then stick to 3ds Max. Personally, I recommend that you start with Rhino if you're in architecture or product design niche or product design area, because it's versatile, precise, and you can always render elsewhere. But if your main deliverables are high quality visuals, then 3ds Max is unbeatable. Now this really depends on what you want to model. If you don't like Rhino but you love 3ds Max, then that's okay. You can stick to 3ds Max. But I'm just giving you my suggestion. Now, obviously, it is coming to the end of this video, so I hope that this makes sense. Please let me know down in the comments below on what video you would like to see, so I can get more producing. So yeah, I'm looking for 5 people to coach using the hybrid system. So I'm looking to coach, like, again, 5 people how to go from 0 to hero render, so to help elevate their renders. Now, obviously, I can't take on many people, but if you don't want to join today, then that's okay. It's not a problem. If you do have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below, or you can message me on Instagram to have any inquiries you have. Now, obviously, please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. So it really helps me with the algorithm to reach more people like you, and my intention is to help a lot of people as I can. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.